Hi, this is Michael again. I serve as a spokesperson for Nehemiah Reset. Today I wanted to talk about an organization called the Fabian Society. The Fabian Society, founded in 1884 in London, England, was a socialist organization dedicated to bringing about social and economic reforms through gradual means. The society was named after the Roman general Fabius Maximus, known for his strategic patience and ability to defeat his enemies through persistence rather than open confrontation. The Fabian Socialists believed in using intellectual and political methods to achieve their goals, rather than resorting to violent revolution. Key beliefs of the Fabian Socialists included the promotion of social justice, equality, and cooperation among individuals. They believed that capitalism was inherently exploitative and that the government had a responsibility to intervene in the economy to ensure a fair distribution of wealth. The Fabians advocated the implementation of social welfare programs, labor rights, and public ownership of key industries to alleviate poverty and inequality. One of the core values of the Fabian Society was the importance of using education in advancing social change. They believed that education was essential for empowering individuals and creating a more equitable society. Fabian Socialists argued for free and compulsory education for all children, regardless of their social or economic background. They also championed adult education programs to improve the skills and knowledge of the working class. Influenced by the Fabian Socialists, American political thought and activism underwent significant changes in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Prominent Fabians such as Sidney and Beatrice Webb, George Bernard Shaw, and H.G. Wells engaged with American intellectuals and policymakers to promote their ideas of social reform. The Fabian Society inspired the creation of similar organizations in the United States, such as the Intercollegiate Socialistic Society and the League for Industrial Democracy, which advocated for progressive policies and social justice initiatives. One of the most notable influences of Fabian socialism on American education was the progressive education movement. This movement, which emerged in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, sought to reform traditional teaching methods and curriculum in order to create a more child-centered and democratic educational system. Progressive educators such as John Dewey and Ella Flagg Young were influenced by Fabian ideas of social justice and equality, and incorporated them into their theories of education. One of the key reforms inspired by Fabian socialism was the implementation of free public education for all children in the United States. This was a significant achievement, as education was previously limited to wealthier families who could afford private schooling. The establishment of free public education helped to improve literacy rates and provide opportunities for social mobility for working-class children. The idea of using education to promote social change has been fairly visible in America in recent years. Our public school system has been using the education system to promote free sex, homosexuality, critical race theory, diversity, equity, and inclusion, among other things. Our leaders in the public education realm have forgotten what the parents are looking for in an education system teaching reading, writing, and arithmetic. Instead, our education system is promoting social change and turning our kids into socialists and eventually communists. Overall, the Fabian Socialists had a lasting impact on American political thought and education. Their advocacy for social justice, equality, and education reform influenced the development of progressive policies and initiatives in the United States. The legacy of the Fabian Society can be seen in the ongoing efforts to create a more equitable and inclusive society through education and social welfare programs. Thanks again for watching this video on the influence that the Fabian Socialists have had on our political and educational systems in America. As parents, we need to stand up against the influence of liberal teachers and administrations who are trying to change our kids. This indoctrination is happening in our colleges, high schools, and elementary schools. The only way it will be stopped if we stand up and call out the changes being made in our schools. To learn more about this topic and more, visit our website at nehemiahreset.org or our rumble.com channel. My name is Mark. I am one of the spokespersons for Nehemiah Reset. The prior video was sponsored by Nehemiah Reset, a 501c3. Our mission is to assist Christians in developing a biblical worldview as it pertains to relevant cultural and biblical issues. We seek to inform Christ's followers, equip them, and mobilize them into action to vote for their biblical values and to actively engage in our culture. We are also committed to help Christians and non-believers to develop a better biblical view. Nehemiah Reset produces videos and ebooks to assist members of the church in developing a biblical worldview when it comes to cultural issues. We produce videos on key topics like public school indoctrination, the woke agenda, sex education, equity and inclusion, climate change, immigration, religious freedom, and much, much more. To learn more about Nehemiah Reset or to watch our latest videos, go to our website at nehemiahreset.org or our rumble.com channel. We produce 2 to 3 videos every week. To get a weekly list of our latest videos, sign up for our weekly newsletter by going to nehemiahreset.org/email and subscribe. You can support our website by liking our videos, subscribing to our channels, or helping us reach more people through tax-exempt donations. Thanks for your help in growing God's kingdom and bringing more people to Christ. Thank you for your support and help. Come back again soon. Have a great day.